Hello, my beautiful light beings. Welcome to the Akashic forecast for August 31st through September 7th. So, the first image that they are showing me is you celebrating, you finally allowing yourself to look within to see the work that you have done and really revel and celebrate at the process, at the journey. It doesn't mean that you've accomplished everything that you've wanted to accomplish or become the version of you that you wanted to become or reached this point in which you've like set your goal or your eyes on. But it is about the journey. It is about your soul's evolution. And it's like you're understanding that more and more and allowing yourself to give yourself grace amidst the journey in the middle of it. And because you really have gone really far, and they're showing me just you like jumping around in your room, like with balloons, like when you were a kid and you had, like your sister or brother come into the room and you guys were just like playing because it was fun just for the joy of playing. And so you're being invited to maybe seek out community to support this celebration, someone who will be there for you, who can revel and be supportive along this journey for you. And it has a deep understanding of really who you are and who you are wanting to be, as well as the potential that you see within yourself that can be mirrored back to you in those moments. So this can be like a mother, a father, a sibling, a friend, a partner who really sees the journey you are on and really can hold that space for you as you move towards your goal, so that someone not only can keep you accountable, but you feel like you're not doing it alone, because it's not about doing it alone anymore. We are relational beings, and the external world is a mirror of our internal reality. And so the more we can see that reflected back to us in the best ways can support our evolution, growth, and help source more safety within ourselves so that we can move forward in a way that feels aligned and good for you. The main theme that's coming up this week is forgiveness, and specifically tied to maybe someone who was in your life or is in your life currently, whether it be a friend or a family member whom you feel might have wronged you. And because of this, you have held on to this resentment within you, and you might be treating them differently, and just really every interaction you have with them, maybe they're like forced, in your life, and you have to see them and interact with them. Then every time you do interact with them, you just feel this sense of like resentment and judgment. And so this week is really about bringing in forgiveness, not only to how they wronged you and how you felt wronged, but also for the version of you that is letting someone outside of you take control of your emotions. And then also bringing it to another level and understanding the discernment of who you are becoming in this space in the new earth as a light worker, and the people around you who are meant to support your soul's evolution on a karmic level, and understanding that these people in our lives are meant to support our inner reality and our growth and our soul's evolution, and bringing forgiveness to not only ourselves for maybe having an expectation of how that person should have treated us, or an expectation of how they should have acted, and kind of just releasing those things, forgiving them and forgiving yourself primarily, so that you can move forward with more ease and flow, and really releasing that resentment, and bringing more discernment into from like a higher perspective into the space. I've done a lot of shadow work and a lot of reprogramming of the subconscious, but just to reiterate, anything that you are hurt by that someone else verbally says outside of you is a mirror of something that is ready to be resolved within you. So this is a cycle, right? Something that might have happened to you in childhood, or something that, someone said. It could have been something so simple, like someone at school saying something like, "You're not beautiful," or something, right? And then someone telling you something like, "Oh, that outfit isn't cute," or, "Oh, that's what you wore." And then you're like so hurt by it, because even if it's not that big of a deal, but it is, because it's rooted so deeply in you, of you thinking you aren't beautiful or you aren't worthy or something like that. And so it's really going to the root of what that is within you, and bringing love to that space, bringing light. Forgiveness will only lead to freedom. And so the more you insource this forgiveness, the more you will be free within yourself, within your own constraints of the narratives in your mind, and within your emotions. This week is really grounding in to yourself. Even if you're not at that place yet that you want to be, you are here now. And this is important. This version of you is important because you're never going to be this version of you again. And so, really grounding into who you are into this moment. So, this can be like more grounding rituals. This can be more magic and miracles that you're calling in, and understanding the power that you hold even within this like middle space. And so, more grounding cords, more working with Mother Earth, more going outside into nature, and really grounding into the present moment and really bringing that joy outward. And even if it feels uncomfortable, even if it feels kind of honestly like disorienting, just knowing that like you are your highest expression in this moment and living that way as best you can. This is a reminder you are the lighthouse in your life for those around you. The more you bring love into yourself, into your shadows, into your journey, into your present moment, the more you can be that strongest version of you to be that lighthouse for everyone around you, for your family, your friends, your business, because you are a light worker for the new earth and we are not alone. Sending you all the love and see you next week.